Today we're going to be playing some modded tag team matches in AEW Fight Forever. We're going to put the Young Bucks against some of the best teams in AEW to see if anyone can capture those titles. And what better way to start than against the Hardy Boys. So this is just a normal tag match, but it's been modded so that it's a tornado tag match. So let's get into it.
I love a good tag team match. And not only is this one going to be good, it's going to be great.
Introducing the challengers.
So unless I've done some setting wrong here, I'm just realizing that it doesn't look like the Hardys actually have a tag entrance, which is kind of disappointing. Sort your game out, Kenny. Kenny!
Introducing the champions.
Now this is how you do a tag entrance. I suppose the only downside is when I'm simulating it, I forget to set the pyro off. Kenny! Alright, so this match is underway, and as you can see straight away now, both teams in the ring. This is a tornado tag team match. And as if by magic, I just saw some weapons drop from the sky, so it must also be a lights out match, I guess. Honestly, who knows at this point? Let's just go with it. The Bucks versus the Hardys, this would be a dream match. Well, I say it's a dream match. This match actually did already happen a couple of times, but yeah, definitely two of the best teams of all time. But only one team will leave with the AEW tag titles as we see Nick Jackson hit that suplex. And you can see with having 4 wrestlers in the ring, the action is thick and fast, making this game really exciting. Honestly, it kind of baffles me why a tornado tag match isn't even in the game in the first place, and we need a mod for it. Kenny! But yeah, jokes aside, this mode should already definitely be in the game. I don't know why it isn't. A huge shout out to RellikReigns for cooking this mod up. And this is only a tester at the moment. This is just a taste of things to come, so it's only going to get better. Matt Jackson is sweeping the ring. Oh, and he hits Jeff Hardy with a broom. Sends Nick Jackson into the corner now. Matt Jackson's got the wet floor sign. Nick Jackson is now eating the turnbuckle. The Hardy Boys in control of this match at the moment. Matt Hardy thinks it's wonderful. Jeff picks up the kendo stick and he's waving it around like an absolute madman, hitting everyone in sight. Takes out Nick. Now Matt's got a kendo stick. Matt Jackson, that is. And he takes a swing at Hardy, and referee Aubrey Edwards has called the DQ. What has just happened? I have got no idea why there was just a DQ after so many weapon shots already. That must have been the straw that broke the camel's back. I've got no idea what just happened. Want to know who I blame for that? Kenny! But since it was a disqualification, the Young Bucks are still the tag champs. But the next mod, we're going to see Young Bucks against FTR. And this one's going to be a tag team exploding barbed wire death match.
Introducing the challengers. Here's one half of FTR, Dax Forward.
So looks like FTR also do not have a tag entrance by default, but I have been told that you can make one. Apparently you need to set up FTR as a tag team in the tag team editor. Kenny! So this match now underway, and there you see all 4 competitors in the ring. This is a tag team barbed wire death match. And some weapons are dropped as well, so apparently it's also lights out. There goes the barbed wire, Dax the Axe, saying hello to the barbed wire, and he's busted open, and their cash also goes into the barbed wire. Their Young Bucks in control of this match so far. This mod was also made by RellikReigns. In fact, all of the mods showcased in today's video are made by RellikReigns. They are still in the testing phase, so they're not 100% working like you saw in the last match. It was a DQ, but I have to say it's pretty promising, and shout out to the modders for doing this, because this mode should be already in the game. It shouldn't be up to the modders to do this, but they are, and we thank them for it. On that note, I also want to say thank you to RellikReigns for sending this to me to be able to use it for this video, because it isn't publicly released yet. But that being said, when it is publicly released and fully working, I will definitely be covering it here with another video, so do hit subscribe if you have not already. Oh, and you see that huge explosion there. I think that was Matt Jackson running into the rope, so that's another thing with these. The AI don't know not to run into the ropes because they think it's a normal match. So yeah, it is very amusing seeing them willingly run into the barbed wire like that. So wet floor sign being put to good use here. I think the weapons really do add a whole new element to this match as well. And you see something here. Nick Jackson rolls out of the ring. So normally in a barbed wire death match, you cannot leave a ring, but as part of this mod, you can. Just another cool little interesting quirk about this mod. But you know what isn't so cool about it? The match just ended in a DQ. Kenny! And so again, because it was DQ, the Young Bucks are still the champions, so we're going to see them defend it against the Lucha Bros. And it doesn't say here on the screen, but this is actually a modded tag team match. But not any kind of tag team match. We're running it back. One of the best AEW matches ever. Escalates de la Muerte. Young Bucks versus Lucha Bros. This is a tag team ladder match.
Introducing the challengers, the Lucha Brothers.
So I am at least glad to see that the Lucha Bros got their tag team entrance. That's one thing this game's got right. Let's get into this then. Tag team ladder match. We're underway. Both of these teams high flying. And there you see, well, you don't see the titles hanging above the ring. You see like the casino chip. But yeah, again, tag team ladder match seems like such an obvious one to include, especially when you think about this legendary match which happened in real life, the Bucks against the Lucha Bros in the ladder match. Just some of the decisions on AEW Fight Forever just really got you scratching your head, like what were they cooking? / what weren't they cooking? But yeah, just to note again, this is the AI playing against the AI, only because I didn't have a controller set up on my PC at the time, but I do think if I was going to play, this match would be really fun to play. If you think about ladder matches in 2K, I absolutely loathe them, but AI is completely broken. They come and knock you off the ladder all the time. I cannot stand that little ladder mini game where you have to get like the circle inside the other circle and dodge the obstacles. So yeah, again, I know I sound like a broken record, but I think like a tag team ladder match would be such a good inclusion in AEW Fight Forever. I cannot wrap my head around why it isn't included. So once again, thanks to RellikReigns for modding this into it. Going back to commentate the match then, and it looks like at the moment the Young Bucks are in control. There is a ladder in the ring here, the kicks being thrown everywhere. You know, it's kind of interesting to think. I don't know if some of the AI know whether they're supposed to climb up the ladder, because this is supposed to be a 1v1 match, so I guess 2 extra people have been added. But do they just think it's a normal match? What I mean is, like, do these AI, like the extra characters, know that they're supposed to climb up the ladder? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. They have picked up the ladder and taken it into the ring though, so that is a promising sign. So all 4 men in the ring. I also find it kind of interesting how they're all grouped together in the same section of the ring there. You think they could all spread out, but no, they're all grouped together there. Lucha Bros now with a spinning kick, so now they're just kicking back and forth. That's all this match is. Here we see a double team here. Young Bucks double drop kick. So Nick Jackson setting up the ladder now. Matt Jackson on the outside. He's getting another ladder, so it looks like they do know that they're supposed to use the ladders, or maybe they're just grabbing them because they're available. Oh, and a big kick to Phoenix there. Wait, hold on, he's going for the pin. He's got the pin. That's not supposed to happen. What? It's a ladder match. How has that happened? The Young Bucks have defeated the Lucha Bros by pinfall. Kenny!